talk. Some of us really walk the walk. Most would not dare be where I'm at, Oh, for more reasons than I should even tell you at this moment. Let's say I've been cited out on the same reasons that could give me problems here. Because I haven't been cited by this precinct, and if they wanted to fuck with me, which they have many times, they certainly well could. So I'm staying off grid, off radar with anybody even really knowing I'm here. I'm just sitting here kind of stealth in the dark, in the broad daylight. Well, in the broad night light, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. And I've been sitting here for a good hour or more, I think. Just collecting intel, if you will. Something I'm incredibly good at. I am incredibly good at that and many other things in technology and sight and sound. If you Google me for broadcast, international broadcasts, pioneering technologies, pick a government agency or humanitarian efforts or television, film, voiceover, snitches, bitches, and witches, criminals with badges gone rogue. Saturday Night Live, Today Show, Tonight Show. I produce, I direct, I do my own stunts, and I'm a third generation Kennedy, and I'm a motherfucker when you piss me off. I don't know if I can be any more clear. What you think? Right now, I'm a pissed off motherfucker. Because you crooked snitch bitches, witches, and criminals with badges have robbed me for way the fuck too much. And there is a thing called federal recon. And when you mess with an NGO, which I run, and you steal from me and my companies, NGOs, you put yourself up for war crimes. Treason acts, hate crimes. Oh, damn, that list starts to just snowball like a motherfucker. And I can rock your world. Do you really want to mess with a bitch like me? I mean, forewarned is forearmed. It's not like I didn't tell you what you were dealing with. I'm from Michigan. My mother was the chairman of a political party. You assassinate my relatives for telling the truth. I'm a third generation Kennedy. My cousin JFK, third generation, 3 days apart in birth dates, and we're both triple Geminis. Go finger. Isn't it ironic I was born Joseph, Edward James, Gardner, Cronin, there were Kennedys and Murphys, Canals, all kinds of tribes. My families go back generations in religion, politics, kings and queens and hierarchy that have run this world since the Four Horsemen, since before the Four Horsemen. When you invent code and technologies like I have and been part of and pioneering, and you have the levels of intelligence that I have in space and time and sciences. Yes, boys and girls, they've even worked with NASA and JPL and rocket science and rocket scientists, and Edwards Air Force Base, and JFK, and Mission Control in Houston, Ground Control to Major Tom, Captain Kurt, in on time for duty. We do have a green light. This either starts to go right, or it's Armageddon time. You can learn how to coexist and stop having free will run riot. You can learn how to love and how to share and how to stop destroying the planet. Or, if you don't take a stand for peace, you're gonna fall for World War III and Armageddon, the end of time. You have a choice. Take a stand before it's too late.